All right, today we are talking about how to scale the Amazon Influencer Program. We are chatting with Data Coach Claire. She was so kind to put on a webinar for everybody in my Skool group. If you don't know who I am, my name is Laura and I run the Amazon Influencer Review Hub on Skool. It is free to join if you are looking for support, whether you are brand new to the Amazon Influencer Program, you're having trouble scaling, you just need help with consistency, we are there to support you. And if you don't know who Claire is an elite Amazon influencer who is making on average 10K a month with the program. We are both stay-at-home moms who feel very passionately about the Amazon Influencer Program and the ability that it has to help people change their financial situation. So stick around. We're going to be talking a little bit about what the program is, some tips to help you scale, tools that are going to help, how to bust into a full carousel. And we're also going to be talking about her Build Past 1K course for anybody who's really ready to scale. And I do offer a rebate for anybody who is inside my Skool group. If you'd like some more information on that, I'm going to drop all of the links in the description of this video. We're going to be talking about a lot of different things throughout this video, and you will find all of the links below. And feel free to drop any questions that you have in the comments, and I will get back to you, or join my Skool group for a more interactive experience and all of the information. But let's hop right into it.
Your time is valuable, and so I'll get right to it. And if you're going to be watching the recording, welcome there too. So let me know in the chat here, and Laura, you can help surface things of where you are in your Amazon influencer journey. And I recognize people are coming into this from different skill sets. So in today's presentation, skills, knowledge we're sharing, I'm going to start with basics, but then ramp it up pretty quickly. But as I go, I'm also going to tell you some resources where you can learn more if you want more information about any particular topic. So if you are a beginner, I'll take you along with me. And if you're more intermediate or advanced, then this should be valuable to you as well.
I think we have a pretty good mix in here, honestly. Most of the people that are here today immediately are over that 100 videos for sure, but I do a little bit of both. I have people who are coming in and I'm just helping them get approved for the influencer program, so very beginning, and I do have the resources in my Skool group for that as well. And then the way that it works, we have a get approved section, and then I'm just working on the accelerator, so their first 30 days, and then they roll into the 1K review challenge that we're working on, so just to keep people motivated.
That's great. I love that you're sharing resources, help at all the levels, because it can be a big learning curve to get started with the Amazon Influencer Program and then know how to scale after that. And so that's what we'll be talking about today, of how to scale. So how to make more money in part-time hours. So the Amazon Influencer Program still works, and it's changed. The easy mode that existed 2 or 3 years ago with it is over. You can't just make silly little videos of things around your house and expect to scale to thousands. If you want to just make a couple $100 a month from it, then you don't have to have that much strategy. Yes, you can just make videos of whatever you happen to have in your house. And I honestly do think that's still a great way to start, to get your feet wet without needing to invest in software or products or complicate it. Just to make those first 100 videos of things that you already have, focus on just getting them up, learning through your kind of messy action. But if you want to scale, it's going to take more intentionality. So quickly, I'll introduce myself. My name's Claire, if we haven't met before. And I've been doing Amazon Influencer for about 2.5 years. Before doing Amazon Influencer, my background was as a data analyst. And so I bring that data lens to my Amazon Influencer work. And I think that understanding and application of data is what has helped me be successful. I've made over $150,000 in commissions in the Amazon Influencer program, and now share what I know as a coach with other people that are growing their income. I also have 2 little kids, and so I know how valuable your time is. I work on my Amazon Influencer videos part-time, and I want to help you make great full-time money in part-time hours. So the way to make money with Amazon Influencer videos, and if you see this and you're like, wow, Claire, I'm way beyond this, I already know this, stick around, because like I said, we're going to ramp it up pretty quick. The way to make money is a customer watches your video, buys the product, and then you get a percentage commission. And then you do all of that at scale for many products, all earning you commissions all at the same time. First one, a customer watches your video. So in order for a customer to watch your video, there have to be customers there that the product is selling. And we'll take a look at what that means. And that they watch your video. Your video is placed on that product page. But there's some nuance to this. So let's take a field trip to a product page to learn how to tell if a product is selling, where your video is going to be placed, and how to tell how many other influencers there are. So give me just a second to pull up product page. So here we just have an Amazon product page. This product has made me a few $100s profit. It's a garage shelf. So the way to tell that a product is selling is primarily through this.
I'm on a thing right now, so you're gonna have to wait. It's okay.
Primarily through this list Amazon telling you that it's sold. I also have another tool called Jungle Scout that gives me some more information about how many units are sold across all of the variations and gives me some info in the trends. So if you're, that's more, and you can kind of put in that, remember that that tool exists for as you grow. But in general, we want to see that the product is selling. We also want to see that videos can go on that product page. There's two places your videos can go. Almost every product will have a what's called a lower carousel being this area. So here's a video of my cute hubby modeling our nice garage shelf, and this is here in the product lower carousel. So in here, you can see that about 10 videos or so can be here at a time. Some product pages will also have what's called an upper carousel, and the upper carousel is up here. So if a product has that play button, and then when you click it, it opens up, that's called an upper carousel. So these related videos are Amazon influencer videos. And knowing that there's an upper carousel just with your eyeballs is helpful. But in order to do this at scale, having a tool to see, yes, that carousel is there and know more details about how many influencers are there. I use Viral View. It wasn't loaded yet. Let me see if I can get it to load. Sometimes it's a little buggy.
I've noticed it's a little bit more buggy than usual lately. I don't know if you're having issues with it, but
yeah, sometimes it's like won't load on the page. But there we go. So it will give me a count of, I can see like that there's maybe 5 or 10 videos with my eyeballs, but it will tell me, okay, there's 2 influencers on that page. It'll also give me information about how long those videos already are. Remember that, because we're going to talk about that in a few minutes. And it will tell me about if it has Creative Connections campaign, what the normal on-site percentage is. We'll talk about this too. So I think those are all the things that we said we were going to talk about. How to tell if it's selling, how to tell where the videos are, how many total videos there are. So we'll go back to our slides. If the product isn't selling, then there's no customers there for you to earn commissions from. That sometimes people fall into this with getting free samples from brands, that a brand might reach out to you via DMs, and the how-to of that is another lesson. Maybe we can do that next time. But just be careful with which products you are spending your time on, because if the product isn't selling, then you're not going to be able to earn on it. And so having that additional sales volume data is not. I know that Viral View just added another like sales volume tool, and I haven't gotten to play around with it yet because it just came out a couple days ago. But you can know that that is an option. So most products on Amazon that are selling have at least 10 influencers on them already, sometimes hundreds or even thousands of influencers on there. So it's one thing to see, okay, there's a carousel, and I can visually with my eyes see there's maybe 5 or 10 videos here on the product page. But to know that, okay, in the background, there's actually over 200 videos that people have already made for this product is really helpful to not waste your time spending a long time making videos for products that would be more competitive to get placed on. We'll talk about that too, how to get placed, even if the carousel is full. If you want more product information, I have a YouTube channel. It's called Data Coach Claire, and you can look for this. Thumbnail is a video that I did specifically about product research. Welcome to those that have joined late. Laura, what were you going to say?
I do have that video tagged in the classroom in the school group as well. So.
Oh, thanks. That's so nice.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them in there so that, take advantage of your expertise whenever they need to.
Thank you. Yeah, lots of free tutorials there on the YouTube channel. So let's start this idea of like videos a little bit. So if there's too many influencers on there, like more than 10, it's hard to get your video placed. So if you've ever posted a video to Amazon, never got any views, you never made any money from it, then this is the reason. So only about 10 can show on the product page at a time. So we want your video to get placed on that. That's what this training is about. So how do we make your video be the one to get placed, even if there's more than 10, which is often the case. So it's not just a whim on Amazon doing them randomly, and it's not even conversion rate. I've looked at the math for this. Amazon actually cares about engagement, about how much watch time your video gets. I've looked at math for a lot of different factors. This amount of how long customers are watching your video in seconds is the best predictor that we have for will your video be placed. It's a 6 times better predictor than the conversion rate of your video. So we really care about how much watch time your video is getting. So we're going to pause here and talk about this idea of watch time. So if you want to check your watch time, you can go to this link. Maybe Laura, you could type it out in the chat for us. But just your creator hub. So if you're on your storefront and go to manage videos, and then that page you are on that has all of your videos listed, at the top, there's going to be a summary of the view duration across all of your videos. And then for each of your videos, there's going to be a summary of the amount of watch time that it has gotten. So for between 4 views, and this is from one of my course students, just a generic example. She had 4 views of her video that was 3 minutes, 23 seconds long. And so those 4 views watched her video an average of 2 minutes, 52 seconds, which is great. So I would recommend check out what your watch time currently is and shoot for at least 1 minute of watch time on all of the new videos that you post. And it does seem like this is evaluated as a per video basis. So if you post a shorter video and it gets less watch time, it's okay. It's not going to like tank your whole account. It just will tank that one video. But if you like a lousy video is still better than no videos. So still post it. And there's no minimum amount of time that a video has to at least 5 seconds to upload. But I have 5-second videos that do convert. And so yes, you could still even post a 5-second video. But if there's longer videos competing for that carousel spot, the longer ones will win, because there's 2 ways to improve your watch time: retention or the video length. So in other words, how you start and how you end. So we want to start grabbing attention and have the video be a little bit longer so that it has the chance to rack up watch time. Let's talk about retention. No boring intros. No finishing setting up your camera at the beginning of the video. If you're like, if I can see your finger in the video clicking play, but you are also starting to talk as soon as you click play, I don't mind the finger in the camera. That's fine. You don't have to edit that out. But just like start right when your camera starts. And no, hi, today I'm going to be talking about this tissue box. My name is Claire. I do product review videos. I hope it'll be helpful for you. Like, then you're 10-15 seconds into the video and you haven't provided the customer any value. And so it's likely they're going to hop to the video right next to yours and see if that one's going to be better. So we want the video to kind of jump right into providing value. You don't need to edit all or even most of your Amazon influencer videos, but if you are editing, then one way that you can have great retention at the beginning of your video is to copy of your video that's like a demo and copy that and put it at the very beginning of your video, like split it, duplicate, move to the beginning of your video. Can be the best type of hook that you can have, because you're showing immediately, here's a teaser of what is to come, and that can be really valuable for your customer. Sometimes people will ask me about if you should have a hook. A lot of data has pointed to we don't want to look salesy, but you can kind of to come. So maybe this is going to be a lousy example, but if I was talking about this tissue box, I'd be like, I could start the video saying, hey, I just got these off Amazon. There's one thing that I don't really like about them, but first let me tell you about how they come. And then I could talk about a different feature or a different benefit of it, but then the customer has in their mind, ooh, there's going to be something I got to watch out for later in the video. So that's one of my favorite ways to like do a hook, because you're still being helpful, but you're what is to come. Or you could say like, tissues is a bad example, but you could say, oh, in just a second, I'm going to show you all of the different designs that these come with. But first, let me show you something else. Like, let me show you how soft they are or how much they rip. And teasing what type of demo or what additional information is going to come later in the video can also help with retention. I would also say to avoid being salesy, instead of trying to talk to the customer, like trying to convince them to buy, you just talk about yourself with them as the audience, like the friend. So the difference is like, hey, if you're looking for a great box of tissues versus I was looking for a great box of tissues, I bought these. The I sounds so much more authentic and helpful. And so I would recommend, if you want authenticity, use the I statements, not if you, the customer, I, the buyer, the guide, the person helping you, I have had this experience with the product. So the other way to get good watch time is how long your video is. So the data says longer videos do get more watch time. And this is because if you make a 30-second video, the maximum amount of time that's going to get watched by any one customer is 30 seconds. They're not going to finish your video and then go start it again. And most customers aren't going to watch the whole thing. They're just going to watch until they're bored or until you answered their question. And so sometimes people ask like, well, how long should my videos be? When I surveyed 200 Amazon influencers back in February, I asked them how long most of their videos were. And this is the results. So most people, and you've seen this on your own videos or on the carousel, most people's videos are in this kind of 90-second range. And a lot of people will even recommend that this is a good length. It kind of feels like a good length, like I got what I needed to, kind of short and sweet. And for a long time, I also made my videos about a minute long until I looked at the data and learned differently. Learned that Amazon influencers making 3, 4, 5 minute videos are actually making more per month and more per video. And that the longer the video, the more likely it is to be placed. And so I don't have one prescriptive length to tell you, but I would recommend when you're making a video and practicing this, try to make your video at least like 30 longer than you would have naturally made it. And so this could be doing things like at the end of your video, adding a recap or adding a comparison to another product, or sharing towards the end of your video, like an anecdote or a story about the product, or sharing like additional information about, or demoing it in a different way. Just try to stretch it out so that it's more in this 2 to 5+ minute range. I'm not saying every video now needs to be 10, 20 minutes. We're still kind of in 3 to 5 minute range, but longer than it, because that video length is a big part of how much watch time your video can get, because it's limited by how many seconds long your video is. Okay, so a little recap of what we talked about so far. And for those that are just coming in, I hope this will be helpful to kind of read where we're at. So a customer needs to watch your video. There have to be customers there. The product has to be selling. If you don't see that list how it's selling, then there's no customers there. If there's not at least that Amazon number. If this is blank, stay away from it. Some products are more competitive than others, as in more influencers already there. It's not a deal breaker for us, because if you get more watch time, you can get onto that carousel, but it is important to know, to understand that matters, because if a more competitive product, then it's going to take a higher quality video, or video that gets more watch time, in order to be placed on the carousel. So it's important to keep in mind. And that the videos that are picked to show to customers are on how much watch time they are getting. Okay, we're going to roll into step 2. A customer buys the product. We already kind of test, but in summary, this is more what not to do. You don't actually have to worry about the customer buying. It's not like on maybe TikTok Shop or UGC where you have to like close the deal, like get the customer to want the product and buy. They're already starting the video wanting to buy the product. So if you just focus on being helpful and authentic, then you're going to get that watch time, you'll get the carousel placement, and have that opportunity to get credited with the sale. The sale is going to happen either way. And especially if you are focusing on those that you like anyway, that fit into your life, that you can then that will help there too. So we want to avoid looking salesy in titles, thumbnails, and in what you say in the video. Just be yourself, keep it casual, and just let the sale happen on its own. You don't have to have some call to action at the end of your video of like, buy now. Like, just say like, hope that's helpful. Have a great day. Or hope you're able to find the right tissue boxes for your family. Just try to be helpful and kind. And if the customer's already starting wanting to buy, you don't need to push. You just need to reassure. They're just looking for a confirmation that this is the right product for them. And maybe it's not the right product for them. I think that having some of those cons of like, hey, might not be the best fit for you can actually help your video be more authentic and get better watch time, have better placement to then convert more sales. Okay, so the customer is bought. Then you get a percentage of the sale. This has always been important, but it's now important more than ever, because just a couple months ago I guess now we're in June. So it was in mid-April, Amazon dropped the on-site commission percentages. They were between about 2 to 4%, and now they're more like 1-2%. And so dropped them by about half. So the Amazon on-site commissions are actually kind of lousy. However, the Creator Connections commissions are still great. So the Creator Connections bonuses are between 10 to 50%, and that's on top of the base rate of 1 to 2%. This is from one of my YouTube videos about Creator Connections. So Laura, I don't know if you already have that one linked, but if you don't, it's on Data Coach Claire. You can just search my channel for Creator Connections to get more information about that. So here's a quick example of how this will stack up. So we were looking a little bit about this like garage example. So let's just slash this and say it was $100. If on-site rate is $1 and the Creator Connections commission is 10%, then you earn $11 total, but 10 of those dollars are from Creator Connections. Most top earning Amazon influencers now are earning like 75% of their income from Creator Connections, like 2/3, 75%. So I briefly showed this, but the way to tell if a product has a Creator Connections campaign is with software. You can also you can take the product ASIN either out of the URL or the software will float it to you. But if you don't have software, you could grab the ASIN out of the URL and then go manually search it within Creator Connections and see if it has campaigns. That is a super inefficient way to do this. I highly recommend having software to show you which products have Creator Connections campaigns. My two favorite softwares are Oink and Viral View. Oink is this pink one here. Viral View is this one. And we're just like on one product page. These do a lot of different things. And that is also like, could do a whole lesson just on different software. But to sum it up in general, I'd say Oink is a great starter value. And when you're ready to jump into product research, Viral View is 100% worth it and is like the all-in-one tool for product research. Oink does a lot of good workflows and costs about $30 a month. Viral View costs about $70 a month, so more than twice as much, and does most of all what Oink does, plus a lot more product research. So as I looked at the data, consistently, Amazon influencers who use software earn twice as much as those who don't. So if you're ready to scale, I do think that the software is helpful. Okay, I mentioned this. For top earning Amazon influencers, most of their income is coming from Creator Connections. So I give you a quick example of this. Here's one of my previous students, Nick. And this wasn't like somebody that succeeded a couple years ago. This was literally May last month. So he started Amazon Influencer, like got approved in January, added 100 videos immediately to his storefront, made $42. February added another 100 videos, made $183. Then he said in March he got software. In April he joined my course. And also in March and April were the lousy Amazon changes. And then between March making $600 and May last month made $3,200 is more than a 5x of his income in 60 days. And so this really is the power of leveraging Creator Connections. I actually just did a full interview with Nick about his process on my YouTube channel. And he was telling me that it really is just strategic product research for products that are selling well and have a ongoing Creator Connections campaign. And he's following that process to make an authentic, good enough video about the products. So Amazon Influencer still works. I really do think anyone can make thousands. It just takes the right strategies. So yeah, as Laura just said in the chat, if you got questions, drop them in the chat, and in just a few minutes, we'll move to Q&A. And so we can talk more about questions that you have about what I've shared here or other questions related to Amazon Influencer would be fine too. So we talked about how to do all of this. Customer buys, you get a commission. How do you do that at scale? Two things required to really scale Amazon Influencer. To know how to make good videos quickly. So ideally like 10 minutes or less of total work per video. So getting into a good workflow. And then have lots of good products coming in from both product research plus buying them yourself or through brand samples that you can continuously have new things to create content on. And, you know, again, the how-to of product acquisition, brand samples, binder review is definitely its own full lesson, but this is just like the basics of what we're looking for. And of course, one video isn't enough. A lot of people fail with the Amazon Influencer program because they made 10 videos, 20 videos, maybe even 50 videos, and didn't see great results and decided to throw in the towel. If you're just getting started, after you have those first 3 approved, I'd recommend making your first 100 videos as quickly as you can, not because the product research on those products is going to be perfect, but because you're going to learn so much from just cranking out some videos and then starting to see what works and then transition to more strategic product research. But also at about 100 videos, you'll start to have daily earnings, momentum to keep earning, and that's going to be motivating to keep you going. If data says that beginners typically earn about $1 per post per month, so you make 100 videos, you probably be making about $100 if that's with no product selection. And if you're doing $2 per post per month, like that's solid. That's good. You're doing everything right. Excuse me. And with really good product research, you can get that past $5 per post per month. But it's still going to take hundreds of videos if you want to make thousands. And so that efficiency piece, being able to make those videos quickly, so you're not spending hundreds of hours, you're spending dozens of hours to really be able to scale with that. The efficiency plus product research is how you make a really good dollar per hour with the Amazon Influencer Program. So if you can make each video in, let's say, 10 minutes versus 20 minutes, or take any other numbers and half them, then you can make double the money in half the time, or make the same amount in half the work hours. When both are good. I respect your time. Your time is valuable, and I want you to make a good dollar per hour, because I know that Amazon Influencer is fitting into your life amongst other things. Other kids, responsibilities, work, other projects that you're working on, caretaking responsibilities. So the efficiency matters. A recap of what we talked about here. Here is the how to make money with the Amazon Influencer Program. The customer watches your video, buys the product, and then you get a percentage commission. And then we do this at scale. I really do know that anybody can scale the Amazon Influencer Program to thousands, but it takes the right strategies. And right strategies is, like, there's a lot of information shared on Amazon Influencer. The strategies I share are based in the math of what works for the most people. And so though there isn't one size fits all, there's definitely a one size fits most. And then you can kind of tweak it so it's a perfect fit for you. So for example, I don't love doing paid brand deals, but sometimes some people really do and make hundreds or even thousands per month just from brand deal payments. But that's not really part of my income streams, because I tried it out, I dabbled, and decided it wasn't a good personality fit. I would love to help you guys level up with Amazon Influencer if you're ready to take this to the next level. I know Laura has an affiliate link for my Build Past 1K course, so you can sign up on her link if you're ready to level up. If you're like, okay, I'm ready to take this to the next level, I want to scale to thousands, I want to learn all of the how-to behind this, then I have a 6-week course, which is intermediate level, requires at least 100 videos to enroll. And it's kind of asynchronous, as in do it at your own pace, and kind of on a timeline. You'll get one lesson every day for 6 weeks delivered to your email. So you can do it on your own time. There's nothing live that you have to show up for, but I'm also going to keep you accountable and kind of keep you on track by nudging you in your email inbox every single day. So if your kids get sick or something and you need to take a couple days off and then catch back up, totally fine. Signups close this Saturday, June 6th, for the class that starts next Monday. And then the course won't be offered again for probably about 2 more months. So we're looking end of July, beginning of August is the next one, because everybody starts the same day, does a 6-week course, and we have course community going through it all together. So I can answer questions all together, and is able to build their income into the thousands. And if you're not ready for the course, that's fine. I'm happy to help you more in other ways. I've got a free strategy newsletter and also the YouTube channel, like we mentioned. And then Laura's got a lot of really nice beginner resources for you guys here. So I'm really honored to have the time today to share with you. And thank you for spending your time to listen to me yap about this. I hope that it was valuable. And I would love to now take a look at any questions that you guys have, Amazon Influencer related. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up the chat. And maybe Laura, you can help surface for me anything that already came in.
It doesn't look like anybody said anything too much so far. Got just a few intros in there. If you guys have any questions, now is the opportunity. We have Claire at the table ready to chat with us. I am curious, do you know if the watch time feature is a pro feature for Viral View or not? I mean, I have pro, so I'm not sure.
I don't know. They did just add that, where it says the average duration of the videos in the upper carousel.
That's all right. I'm sure somebody on here can let us know, but it's not a big deal. I was just wondering, because I mean, obviously I do, recommend Viral View Pro as well for everybody. Yeah. Especially, like, I have been checking out the new sales history. I don't know if it's going to be comparable to Jungle Scout, but it's pretty cool. So
cool. Good. Yeah. Like I said, I haven't had a chance to play with it yet, but I've heard it's good and helpful.
Apparently it's going to get even better once because right now it's just in the web app. but then they are going to be bringing it to actually the Amazon storefront as well, so that'll be cool.
Nice. Okay, so Cynthia said that free viral view tells you the average video length. That's great. Yeah, the average watch time is just Amazon shows it within your Creator Hub, like Manage Videos tab. So that's not from Viral View, but what Viral View does is on the product page shows that summary of what the length is of the videos already there, which is something I've been using in my product research to be able to tell if it's a full carousel, could I do better? Could I do longer? Could I do better retention than those videos already there?
Yeah, so I know that's one of Claire's big things is if you're trying to, bust into a carousel like she mentioned, it looks like it is available on the free version of Viral View. So you want to make your video longer than that average watch time, or sorry, that average video time. The community is separate. It's not on Facebook. It's included if you buy the course, and it's its own little Stan community, which is super cool. I'm really looking forward to actually going through the course in June. I've already kind of been going back through everything, and it's super fun. I've definitely I've been an influencer for 2 years and I've already found lots of value inside her course as well. And I'll never pretend to be a pro. I just am helpful. But I am really enjoying being inside the community and just kind of being a fly on the wall so far. And I know something else that she offers. Not only does she do in-depth product research within the course, but she will actually, you can send her products. So if you're I'm not sure, you can send it to her and she'll give you the yay or the nay. So that looks like a really cool feature.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The idea of buying a product to turn a profit is really scary to do at first because it's I'm not just going to lose money buying this random thing. And when you learn how to do it well, it can be one of the most profitable and fastest ways to scale your income. To quickly turn a profit over and over and have those things keep earning is the fastest way to scale to thousands without spending thousands. I recommend you spend 10 to 20% of your income. But then as your income scales, that scales too. Anyway, it's really scary to start doing that. And so I do have that as part of my course that after you learn about product research, then if you're thinking about dabbling in buying products for review, you can send them to me to check and we'll help you find good ones that will turn a profit.
Yeah, I know as a Canadian, I've kind of just started requesting products and I find it to be incredibly exhausting. It takes up a lot of time and a lot of energy, and then 95% of the time they don't send it to you anyway. So I'm really looking forward to really diving into the investment side of things because I'm just kind of over the guessing game. And I think you're definitely onto something with just buy it. So
Yeah. Yeah, and I do some brand samples too, but especially if you're in a location outside the continental United States and can't get brand samples, then you need to lean even further into just getting them yourself.
is it lifetime access to the community or does it end after your cohort?
Lifetime access. You can stay as long as you want.
Sydney is wondering, is there any other information that you pull from the product page to help guide your video making in addition to the average video length?
I don't typically do a lot of research on the product page before making a video. If it's a product that's a high earner for me and I'm coming back to it to make a great video, if I made an okay, good enough video at first and then I see on my earnings report it's doing well and I'm coming back to it, then I will look at the AI summary of questions or maybe look at what other videos in the top carousel have done well to model that, or maybe look at the AI summary of the customer reviews, those type of things. But for most products, that's a little overkill. I'd say call it good enough of what you understand about the product, because you could easily spend 10, 15, 20 minutes planning each of your videos, or you could just film it and do a good job and good enough.
Something else you had said in the course, I'm not going to give away all the information, but it was really validating for me because I have about 200 gigabytes worth of footage on my phone that I need to edit, and you were like, just post it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I need to hear. Because, not that I feel like things need to be perfect, but I think editing definitely does slow a lot of people down. And it's nice to know that it doesn't have to. So
yeah, I edit maybe 10 to 20% of my videos. And so I'll default to no edits. And I think it's important to, once you understand that product research, to flex your effort and your work time based on what the product opportunity is. If I'm making a video for a $4 hand soap that I just got, I'm not going to edit that. I'm not going to look at questions. I'm not going to spend more than the 1 minute it would take me to film that. And I'm not going to plan on making a ton of money on that either. because like, seeing the data that for cheap products like that, customers don't watch as many videos. If I bought it anyway, if it's sold on Amazon, then I think anything you have access to is worth the 1 minute try or 2 minute try, but like that's it.
Yeah, and especially when you used to get related sales, it was like, sure, review your laundry detergent because, people, I think they stock up on things. So they might
Yeah.
accidentally watch a laundry detergent video and then restock on all their soaps and you would, make a decent commission on it. But now that they've taken all that away, it's a little bit less worth your time to do those low priced household incomes or products, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, like I don't think you need to like go through your pantry and scan every can that you have and film them all. I think that would probably be a stretch, probably be a waste of time. But for those first 100 videos, if you're just getting started, then go ahead and film whatever and don't really stress about the product research because it's more about getting in the rhythm of doing the one take video and like practicing being in front of the camera, practice doing comparison, practicing like the upload process than it is about having it be a perfect product.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just kind of developing this accelerator program to help people, get out of their head and just do the work. And one of the things
Yeah.
that I've started implementing, like on day one, is I'm like, we're going on a treasure hunt. So instead of like, just going to your bathroom and filming 10 items in your thing, like, let's go around your house and we're going to find 10 things that cost $100 or more that you use
Sure.
every day. So, and I mean, why not? You're looking for products
Mhm.
anyway. You're just practicing. We're just, getting started. So why not just start with our high priced items? Because then, I mean, if they never sell, that's okay. But if they do, at least the commission's, better than 10 cents.
Yeah, I think if you already have viral view, and I think Oink has an order history scanner too, then if you want a way to prioritize products, you can use those tools on your Amazon order history to prioritize based on revenue or which ones have campaigns or even like the viral score one number summary is kind of helpful. But besides that, you can prioritize either by expensive things or things that you love and so they're easy to talk about.
Yes, that's definitely a good way to do it. So Larissa is wondering, like, are you constantly buying new products that you have researched in order to have videos to review? Is that like a majority of what you do? Or do you do a lot of free products? And what is your advice to someone who isn't making a ton in the program and money is a factor? Do you start with small purchases or what would you recommend?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll kind of ebb and flow with it. Like this past month, I was traveling a lot, and so didn't hardly buy a lot of products. Like, still posted some videos of like stuff that was at my parents' house or things that I had in my edit queue, but didn't buy a lot. And then planning this month, coming up to Prime Day, doing some more purchases. I would recommend starting small, both in the amount per product and the total amount as a percentage of your income, like maybe 10% of your income. And if that's only like one $20 product, then do your best and learn. That being said, I do think that it's kind of an expensive skill to learn through trial and error, that you could spend a lot of money buying products in order to learn. So inside my course, I do teach it pretty in depth of what to do, what not to do, mistakes to avoid. So that is something I'd recommend if you want to go that route. But otherwise, if you're not ready for the full intermediate course, then Oink has a calculator that is helpful. Like I said, have my own calculator that I've built to estimate sales volume or estimate the product profit. But looking at things like what's the sales volume, what's the influencer competition, what's the creator connections campaign percentage, is there an upper carousel? And also this type of art of like, do I feel like a customer actually needs a video on this before they buy? Does this product do something? Is it expensive enough that customers are like doing their due diligence or learning about the product before they add to cart? So like tissues, that example.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna like somebody will watch a video on tissues, but the percentage of the customers that are buying that, the percentage of the sales volume is very small. And that increases the percent of customers watching videos increases with the product price. So sometimes you might even get more views on a video of a $600 couch with 200 sales volume versus a $5 product that sells 10,000 a month. Like, I'm pulling numbers out of my butt right now, but that type of idea that more expensive items get more views for the same sales volume.
Yeah, I mean that makes perfect sense. RJC says on another note, if you need to buy something, then research and buy the one that has more earning potential. Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, start with things that you need for your house anyway. Like,
Hmm.
my kid needs new shoes anyway, or I want to buy a picture frame anyway. That's a great way to start dipping your toes into this.
I don't think I've ever not made money off one of my kids' friends' birthday presents at this point.
Nice. I love it. Yeah. It makes you a good gifter.
I am curious, the viral score. How do you feel about the viral score on Viral View?
I think if you don't know how to do product research through like more advanced methods, I think it's a good way to start. Like it's a good one number summary if you're like, I don't want to look at all the stats myself. But I've heard from the Viral View founders that at least a few months ago, I don't know if they've changed it, but their viral score was primarily based on the product's revenue and the influencer count. I don't know if it has even been updated to include if like what the percent campaign is. And so I think it's a good place to start. Certainly products that have a higher viral score number are going to overall be better. But for me, it's not the deciding factor. It's like directional.
Yeah. I do remember, and I mean, this was months ago, probably 6 months ago, watching a video from Trevin, and he said that they didn't factor in the creator connection because they wanted to focus on products that are selling all the time. Which,
yeah, I mean, I kind of disagree on that one. I think like, but that was also, I think they said that before Amazon dropped the on-site rates to now really nominal. I think that with your product research, you should be focusing on products that have campaigns. There's exceptions to that, but like 95% of the products coming in should be campaign products.
Does anybody have any other questions for Claire while we have her attention?
Yeah, thanks for joining today.
Yeah, thanks so much for coming. It's always a delight to chat. We do have, so as she had mentioned, the next cohort for her course starts on the 8th, and you have until the 6th to sign up. And I know I post this in the group, but I do offer you guys a rebate if you are in the group, just to make it a little bit easier. Looks like maybe Kathy has something to say. Hey, Kathy.
Hey, sorry, I was typing and not fast enough. So I thought, well, maybe I'll say it real quick. I've already been through your course, Claire, and so I know I'm supposed to make quicker videos without editing, but I start over so much and I stop and so I was just now or earlier going through and trying to remove all those pauses quicker, just trying to get quicker at my editing. And in CapCut, the only way it says to do it, or that I can find, is to add the generate captions and then use the remove filler words and gaps. So can you leave those captions on there, or should we, or should I take them off, or how does that?
Sure. Yeah. Good question. I will show you maybe sometimes it'll let me share my phone, but there is a feature in CapCut that I really like for removing pauses. Let's see. So here's my CapCut. Let me see if I can get it pulled up. But if you're on a video, go to one that has sound so that it'll make better sound. So if you're on a video, and then at the bottom, if you scroll all the way to the right, it's like one of the fourth ones from the right is called transcript. So if you click on transcript, then it will transcribe it. And then it might take a minute or so to transcribe. And then there is a remove filler words click. And it doesn't add a caption.
It doesn't add the okay. Well, I just Googled it, and that's what it said to do. And I was like, well, now I'm having to go back and delete all those captions. So, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, and if filler words is the only reason that you're editing, you just leave them in and just kind of through practice improve the filler words over time. I think a normal level of filler words isn't going to turn any customer off from your Amazon video.
I mean, I have done it where I do, because I do a lot, but I was even leaving those in. I'm just trying to get quicker. I mean,
it takes practice.
But so I Googled, and that's just what it said to do. And I was like, well, this is taking longer than just editing it out. So I thought there was an AI version of something that did it. But okay, thank you.
Yeah, the transcript button's pretty good. Yeah, you're welcome. You got this.
I actually tried it for the first time the other day, and I'm super impressed. I'm in love with
it. Yeah, I like that one.
Everybody's pretty quiet today. I think that is, so we talked about the course. We just had a few questions there. Anybody else before we release Claire? I do have to go pick my foster kittens up from the vet, so.
Well, thanks for being here, guys. And I'm sure I'll be back another time. I think you got this. Amazon works. You do have what it takes.
Yeah, we do have, pretty excited. We have a few members hit 1K this month, and they all just started with me in January, so I am both pretty excited, and they are excited as well, of course.
Yay. Yeah, that's great. Good. Yeah, you're doing a great job with them, Laura.
Oh, thank you. All right. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to be here. And yeah, we will absolutely chat again.
Sure. See ya. Bye.
Bye. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you found that valuable. Please like, comment, subscribe, all the things. It goes a lot further than you would think it would. All of the links and the resources are in the description as well. You can also join my free Skool group to get a more personalized experience, a little bit more support if you're looking for that. Thank you so much, Data Coach Claire, for being here and sharing your expertise. As always, there is really still so much money to be made in the Amazon Influencer Program, and it really is a truly amazing opportunity for anybody who is willing to put in the effort and learn the strategies. You can drop any comments in the comment section below if that is easier for you. I am happy to support. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye for now.